back to the channel. Today is July 9th, 2025, and I am going to a campground called Kennedy Meadows, and it's actually a camping area in the Sierra Nevadas, and it's off of Highway 108, and I'm actually going to camp at one of three campgrounds. I will camp at either Deadman Campground or Baker Campground or Dardanelle's Campground, depending on availability, and it's all in the Kennedy Meadows area. And I'm going to do some fishing, I'm going to do some camping in the camper van, and supposed to be nice weather, and if you want to see all that, come along for the ride.
My name is Doug. I'm a retired school teacher. I built a camper van out of an old service van. I will take you with me camping, fishing, going to the beach, going to baseball games. I'm going to teach you how to save some money. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Holiday 10. First stop, strawberry. Got to pick up a bundle of wood. This is the old strawberry store. Bundle of wood, $8. Well, I made it. I'm here. I'm all the way up the mountain, and I'm not where I originally wanted to be. I'm not at the campsite or campground that I wanted to be at. I'm at a campground called Eureka Valley. It's about $27 a night, which is cheaper than the other campsites at Kennedy Meadows, which is Baker and Deadman. I went up there a little while ago, and the campsites were all full. So anyway, this isn't a bad little campground. It's got a water well, which I'm going to show you in a little while, where you have to hand pump the water. The stream is just right down behind me down here. I'm in campsite number 1. It's got vaulted restrooms. I'll take a little walk around. This is a cool little stream right next to the campsite. It feeds down into the Stanislaus River. I'm going to take a walk down the Stanislaus River from my campsite here in a little while, but it's very peaceful here. There were some people here cleaning their fish in this stream a little while ago. It's not real cool, but usually if I clean a fish, I do it and throw the stuff, the guts, into the garbage can or sometimes I'll do it at the main river. That way it washes all the guts away and everything. But somebody cleaned their fish right here and threw their guts right into this little stream. So it's been quite a few years since I camped here at Eureka Valley. It's usually like the last resort if I can't get a campsite that I want closer to Kennedy Meadows. Anyway, it's not bad. The thing that I don't like about this campground is that there's no paved road to it. It's all dirt. So that means with dirt you have dust. Either the wind will kick up the dust, or cars driving through to the campsites will kick up the dust. That's one thing that I don't like, but it is what it is. I only paid for one night, and I might be moving up to the campsite that I want, like at Baker Campground, tomorrow. So my campsite's up there. From my campsite, I got to take a little hike across the lower part of this stream that I showed you earlier, and then up this little hill, and Stanislaus River's right over there. So I cross these rocks. This is the middle fork of Stanislaus River. Now this runs up by Kennedy Meadows store, by Baker Campground, and then when it gets down here, it's not necessarily right next to the campsite, so you have to do a little hike. There we go. That's how we do it. Kennedy Meadows or Eureka Valley. There we go. Not a bad little rainbow trout. Eight, 9 inches maybe. Swallowed the hook. Gotta keep it. Okay, so I moved my van. It's over there, losing all my shade. The sun's moving, so I'm sitting under a tree really far away from my van and my picnic table. But you got to take what you can get. So it's quite a little hike coming back up from the stream with my fish. Got myself a non-alcoholic Corona, just chilling out. And I will cook that fish tonight for dinner. Cheers. Nothing beats this for peace and quiet. Although I can hear somebody's generator off in the distance. I love the peace and quiet of coming up here to the Sierra Nevada mountains. Smell of pine trees is very cool too. It's just really nice to get out of the San Joaquin Valley. I'm going to show you guys how I cook this fish I've just caught. I've showing how I cook my trout on this channel before, and it's really simple. I just cook it in aluminum foil, either over a campfire or in the skillet on my propane stove. It's really easy. Now when you cook a trout this way, the skin will come off on aluminum foil usually. What you always want to do is look for the line that runs down the middle of this thing, and you pull the meat away from that line. So on the top you pull away from the center going up, and on the bottom you'd pull away from the center line going down, and the meat should come right off of the bone. Doesn't always work that way, but let's see what happens here. Get this skin peeled off here. Pull this down, and it should come right off the bone. I'll left some bones in there, maybe a couple of them, little ones. You always got to be careful, but it's hot. That's some good trout. Good stuff. So there's another trick now when you want to eat the meat that's on the other side of the fish. If you're careful, you can pull up on the head and remove the whole spine, and all the bones should come away from the meat. So see if that works. I'm going to try it, see what happens here. Just like that. And then you're just left with all the meat down here with no bones in it, or very little bones at least. So it's about 9 o'clock. I'm in the van getting ready for bed. I'm doing some reading. I'm reading this Tim Tebow book. The inside interior lights in my van, I don't use them very often, but I'll show you what they look like. Got these puck lights in here, and they really make this van really lit up more than I need. It's great for reading. This is my setup right now. I got that little fan hooked up to the Jackery battery, and I'm charging my phone on the Jackery. But these puck lights, I installed these in my van because I'm a big fan of a YouTube channel called Van City Van Life, and there's a guy on there named Chrome, and he had an Econoline van, like kind of like mine, but maybe different size. But he had these puck lights. He's always installed these puck lights in his vans, and they're the same exact puck lights that I looked on his website, and I installed them, and they work really well. So I'm gonna do some reading, and then I'm probably gonna be going to sleep early tonight, and then we'll catch up tomorrow morning. Very peaceful this morning. So this morning, after I have some breakfast, I brought some hard-boiled eggs with me that I made at home. Have my coffee, clean up a little bit. I'm gonna head up to the Kennedy Meadows store and show you guys the meadow. I might do a little fishing up there. I want to camp up there near campground area, Baker and Deadman. And they're supposed to check out at 11, the people, when they're finished camping, but they don't always check out at the right time. Anyway, my campsite here at Eureka Valley has full sun right now. There's not much shade in this campsite, so I want to find a better site, and I wanted to camp up that way anyway, so that's what I'm going to do this morning. At the Kennedy Meadows store. I'll make a phone call, and I'm gonna go fishing down here below the meadow later on today. That's the Kennedy Meadows store. So I'm going to give this spot a try. There's a pool right over there, a deep pool by that rock. I'm going to throw my line in over there, see what happens. Okay, we got another one. He's flopping around in the dirt. That's the way we do it at Kennedy Meadows. Okay, so there's my hen. He's about 8-9 inches. Okay, so just as I was getting ready to leave Kennedy Meadows, I caught one. So I'm gonna hike back up to my van and then go look for a campsite and we'll cook this fish tonight. So I'm at the Kennedy store. I'm getting ready to leave. I got the fish on ice. I got to go find a campsite. Most of the campsites up around here are all taken. It's a very popular place. So I have to go down lower on 108 like I did last night at Eureka Valley and maybe Dardanelle, someplace like that. I got to get myself a campsite. Here's the store and I'm getting ready to leave. So tonight I've decided to stay at Dardanelle's Campground. It's a little bit down the mountain from Baker and Deadman, but this area right here where Dardanelle's Campground is was devastated by fire a few years ago. And if you look at the mountainside, you can see all the trees that were burnt. They're scarred all along the mountain up there. And there used to be a Dardanelle's resort, store, restaurant, and bar that all burned down across the highway over here. And I used to go there when I was a kid. But it's all gone now. They got a small store over there, but it's nothing like it used to be. Anyway, this is where we're going to be for, or I'm going to be for tonight. $28. I'm in campsite number 9 and I got a picnic table and a fire ring where I'm gonna have a fire tonight. I got some shade over there where I'm gonna set my chair up, do some reading. Got some shade right here. Birds. There's a chipmunk or a squirrel right over here. I don't know if you can see him. There he goes. So to get to the river, I'm going to go through this campsite. Anyway, to get to the river, you have to walk down this hill. It's quite a hike. I've already done my fishing for today up at Kennedy Meadows and I caught a fish. I don't need to catch anymore, but you can see the water through there. I'm going to expand it a little bit. Anyway, I can hear it. To get down there, quite a hike. I don't think I'll be hiking down all the way, but I'll give you guys a look to see where it is. There it is right there. You can see it through the trees right here. And you can see these trees that were burnt. Like I said before, they're all scarred from the fire. Anyway, that's where the river is, right down the hill from campsite. So this is the life. Up in the mountains, relaxing, enjoying the cool breeze. Every man needs a van cave. That's why I built the camper van. Cheers. So I'm going to cook today's fish. So when I cook it in a pan like this in aluminum foil, wait till I hear it start to sizzle and I see steam coming out of the aluminum foil. The steam will come out of the folded creases here and you can hear it sizzle. And I flip it a few times. It usually takes about 20 minutes. Remember, like I said before, you look for that center line and you pull away from it. So in other words, you pull down on this side or up on this side to get it to come off of the bone. Good stuff. Now let's see if I can remove the spine, see if I can get all the bones out of the, because I want to eat the meat on the bottom side. So I'm going to try to remove the spine from the head, see if I can get all the bones that come right off of that meat. Today it didn't work as well. Sometimes it doesn't always work, so gotta flip it over and just pull from the center line like I did before. Pretty amazing night tonight. It's full moon, 100% illumination. Well, right now it's Friday morning. It's 5:30 a.m. I've got my campsite all cleaned up here at Dardanelle's. Got the van all packed up. The van is warming up right now. And today is July 11th, 2025. And I hope you liked the video. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button. That would help me out a lot for my algorithm. And I'd love to put a shout out and give a great thanks to all my subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. That would help me out. I'm working towards monetization, and all the more subscribers I get, the more it would help me out. So please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already. And until next time, thanks for watching my video. Peace.